What is up guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tomar and today's synopsis video is going to be about the Euro 2021 game between Germany and Portugal. So Germany once again lined up in a 3-4-2-1 formation which mostly changed to 3-2-5 with the ball, and at times they also had the overlapping centre backs to make the front line of 6 men, while Portugal on the other hand lined up in a 4-2-3-1 formation which mostly changed to 4-1-4-1 without the ball, with Danilo covering the spaces in between the lines, and they also changed their formation to a back 3 in the second half. So today's video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball is an app where you can find all the latest transfer news and stats about teams and players. So please don't forget to download the app. I'll put the link in the description. So we saw in the game against France how the German front players, especially Thomas Muller and Kai Havertz, were constantly dropping in between the lines during the build-up phase to help their team move the ball forward. So Portugal must have done their homework and they decided to keep a very compact shape without the ball to deny Germany any time or space in between the lines. Portugal decided not to press Germany and they instead tried to focus on blocking the spaces in between the lines. Portugal's 4-1-4-1 formation without the ball, as they decided not to press Germany, and thus Germany had a clear numbers advantage in the first phase of build-up to easily move the ball forward. Portugal's very compact formation without the ball, with little to no spaces in between the lines, and that made it very difficult for Germany to move the ball through the middle. And this is where Germany decided to change their game plan, and instead of moving the ball through the middle, they decided to use their wingbacks to attack the Portuguese backline. Unlike the last game, where Thomas Muller and Kai Havertz were looking to drop deep to exploit the spaces in between the lines, in this game, Thomas Muller and Gnabry tried to occupy the half spaces to force the Portuguese fullbacks narrow to open the gaps in the wide areas for the German wingbacks to receive the ball and play crosses inside the box. And Kai Havertz was given the job of making late runs in the box to attack the central spaces. By having Muller and Gnabry in the half spaces, Germany were able to attack both the Portuguese fullbacks and the centre-backs, and thus Kai Havertz, who was moving around the box, was able to get free and make late runs in the box to finish those crosses. Thomas Muller and Gnabry are occupying the half spaces, with Kai Havertz occupying the central space and making late runs in the box. The positions of Muller and Gnabry have forced the two Portuguese fullbacks to get narrow, and that has opened up the space on the wide areas for the two German wingbacks to receive the ball and play first-time crosses inside the box. And this is how Germany scored most of their goals in this game. Gnabry and Thomas Muller were forcing the fullbacks narrow, and the wingbacks were attacking the wide spaces. Again, Kai Havertz is trying to move in the central position, and Gnabry is forcing Semedo to get narrow to open the space for Gosens, and Kimmich immediately tries to pick Gosens in the space behind Gnabry. Again, Gnabry's near post run takes away Semedo, and Gosens is once again in acres of space to receive the ball, as the Portuguese midfielders and wingers were not supporting their fullbacks defensively. 90% of the times, the Portuguese fullbacks did not get any defensive support from their teammates, and whenever they did get the help they needed, Germany still had the answers to create issues for Portugal. Gnabry and Thomas Muller were trying to force the Portuguese fullbacks narrow to open the gaps for the German wingbacks, but at times, the wide Portuguese wingers dropped in the defense to cover the German wingbacks, and this is where Germany's overlapping centre-backs came into play. Whenever the Portuguese wingers dropped in the defense, Kimmich would try to move in the midfield to force the winger narrow and to open the space for Ginter to make the overlapping runs in the wide areas. This time, Jota drops in the defense to cover Kimmich, so Kimmich decides to move narrow to open the space for the overlapping run of Ginter. Again, Kimmich moves into the half space to take away Jota and to open the gap in the wide area for Ginter's overlapping run. Portugal, on the other hand, mostly took their chances on transitions. We saw in the game against France how France constantly tried to use the pace of Mbappe to exploit the spaces behind the high line of Germany. And Portugal tried to do the same by playing first-time long passes from the back for one of their front players to attack the spaces behind the high line of Germany. A well-organized high line of Germany trying to play the offside trap as Portugal looked to attack the spaces behind the high defense. As soon as Portugal won possession, the first thing they did was try and play a long pass behind the German defense to release one of their front players. Germany's offensive play, and especially the German wingbacks, were just too strong for the Portuguese defense. Germany are still alive in the tournament, and this comprehensive victory will definitely give them a much needed boost for the games to come. So which teams you think are going to qualify from this group? Comment below and let me know. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.